Do you want to know how to add a watermark in Photoshop quickly and effortlessly? This is the right video for you. Let's take a look at 3 kinds of watermarks that you can design and apply to your pictures using Photoshop. First, we'll take a look at how to add a logo as a watermark. Then, we'll learn how to create and apply a tiled watermark and a textual watermark with a glass-like effect. How to add a logo as your watermark in Photoshop. Once you decide on your logo, but before you import it into Photoshop, you will need to start recording a new action. This will make it easier for you to add your logo to other images with just a couple of clicks. Go to the Actions panel. Name your new action however you want. For example, it can be Logo Watermark. Hit Record. You will see a red circle at the bottom of the Actions panel. It means that the recording has begun. Go to File, Place Embedded. Your logo will show up in a box. You can resize and rotate your logo by grabbing and dragging the corners. Press Shift and select both layers in the Layers panel. Then pick the Move tool and use the alignment buttons to reposition your watermark. You can drag your logo to a different place with your cursor as well. If you feel like your watermark is too close to the edges of your frame, select only the logo layer. Then hold Shift and press the arrow keys on your keyboard. You can lower the opacity of your logo by going to Opacity in the Layers panel and typing in the necessary values. You can also add a shadow effect to your watermark. Once again, make sure that only the watermark layer is selected. Then go to Layer Style or press the FX button in the Layers panel. In this drop-down menu, select Drop Shadow to add a shadow to your logo. Experiment with the settings to see what looks best. Now go to the Actions panel and stop recording your action. Now you won't need to perform these steps all over again. Instead, you can apply your logo to different photos by simply running this action. How to create a tiled watermark in Photoshop. Select the Horizontal Type tool. Click anywhere within the frame and write the name of your brand or anything else that you want to use as your watermark. Press Ctrl-T or Command-T to enable the free transform. This will allow you to make your text bigger or smaller as well as rotate it. Transform your text and press Enter to save the changes. To add an effect to your watermark, click on the FX button under the list of layers. Then select Drop Shadow. Next, select only the background layer and hit Delete. You will be left with your textual watermark on a transparent background. Use the Crop tool to crop out all the unnecessary extra space around your watermark. Press Enter to save the changes. Now, create a pattern. Go to Edit, Define Pattern. Name the new pattern and click OK. In the History panel, select and delete all the steps before Open. Go to the Layers panel and click on the lock icon to make a layer out of the background. Then double-click on this layer to open the Layer Style dialog. Here, enable the Pattern Overlay. In the Pattern Overlay section, open the Library of Patterns. It's hidden in the Pattern drop-down menu, and select the pattern that you've just created. Adjust the opacity level, the scale, and the angle. Click on the pattern itself and drag it to a different location with your cursor. Click on the New Style button. Name your style and click OK. Hit OK again to apply the layer style. In the History window, erase all the steps before Open. You need to create a new action. Open the Actions window and click on the plus icon to start the recording. Name your action and hit Record. Click on the lock icon to set background. Go to Window, Styles. Select the style you've just created. Your tiled watermark will appear on the image. Close the Styles panel, then go to the Actions panel and stop the recording. Your new action is ready and can be applied to other photos. How to create a textual watermark with the glass-like effect in Photoshop. Unlike the previous option with the tiled watermark, you will need to start recording a new action right away. Open the Actions window, then click on the Create New Action button. Enter the action name, for example, glass watermark, and hit Record. Select the Horizontal Type tool, shortcut T, and click anywhere within the photo to add a string of text. Type anything you wish. It can be the name of your brand, your website address, or both. You can add a copyright symbol as well. Press Ctrl+T or Command+T, then change the size and angle of your text. Press Enter to save the changes. Select both layers by pressing Shift and clicking on the second layer. Choose the Move tool and make use of the alignment buttons in the main toolbar. Alternatively, you can simply reposition your watermark with your cursor. Select only the text layer and click on the FX button. Then choose Bevel and Emboss. There's no need to tweak or change anything here, so click OK. In the Layers panel, set Fill to 0. Now you will have only the bevel effect. Open the Actions panel and stop recording. All done! To export your watermarked image, you need to go to File, Export, Export As. Specify the settings, make sure that the right image format is selected. Then click on Export and choose your export folder.